Hello and welcome to the Aunty show. What should we do a story about today? Bag number 1. Uh-oh, it's only Sky. Bag number 2. Kristoffer, Aleksander, Aunty. Spencer, the ghost dog. And in their flowery bag. Oh, nice. A speedboat. Oh, for goodness sake. Sausages. Ooh, Prison Island. Nice. I think we'll have one more from each of these. Tweak. Off of Octonauts fame. And El Fuego. Fabulous. Do we need anything else? Oh, handy to have a speedboat with Prison Island. One more from here, maybe regret it. School. Barnahaga. You like Barnahaga though, so that's all right. Right. One day, it was a school day, and Aunty Lisa had to go to work, and she had to go to school and teach all the grumpy children in England. Well, not all of the grumpy children, but a large number, and some of them friendly as well. And so off she trotted to work. Meanwhile, Aleksander and Kristoffer were off to Barnahaga. So they went off to Barnahaga in Norway, and Aunty Lisa was in England, a long way away. So they were all having a pretty ordinary day when all of a sudden somebody arrived at Aleksander, Kristoffer's Barnahaga, and they came running up to the Barnahaga school door. This person. And do you know who it was? Well, it was Tweak. And she said, hello, 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 hello. And the people who run the Barnahaga came running down, and they said, hey, what are you doing here? You can't be here. You're not a kid. And you're not a mummy or a papa or an auntie or uncle or anything like that. You're an Octonaut. What are you doing at Barnahaga? And she said, I gotta see Aleksander and Kristoffer. It's a matter of life and death. And then the people at Barnahaga, the teachers and the people that work there, said, well, Aleksander and Kristoffer are busy doing their jobs at Barnahaga. Can you come back later? And Tweak said, no, I can't. It's very important. I must see them immediately. So the lady at the door said, well, okay, you can see them for a couple of minutes, all right? So she ran inside, and Aleksander and Kristoffer came running down the stairs and said, hey, Tweak, what's up? And Tweak said, you've got to come quickly. There's an emergency. Well, Aleksander and Kristoffer were like, well, okay, of course we'll come quickly. We'd love to help you. But what's going on? She goes, no time. We've just got to go. Sky's outside in her helicopter. We're all going to go for an emergency. And quick as a flash, they ran out into the playground where Sky's helicopter was waiting for them. And the Barnahaga staff were like, hey, wait, what, by the way, never do this. Anyway, So the teachers at the Barnehage were like, oh no, they've all gone off in a helicopter. We are going to be in so much trouble with Aleksander and Kristoffer's mummy and papa. I hope they come back. So anyway, Aleksander and Kristoffer went off with Sky and Tweek in the helicopter. And they said, you've got to tell us, Tweek, what is the problem? And Tweek said, well, it's near Prison Island. There's an injured whale. And he's started to wash up onto the shore right by Prison Island. And we just don't know if he's going to make it. And so Aleksander and Kristoffer said, wow, I'm really glad you called us so we could help you out. We might need to get some extra help. Who could we ask? And Aleksander and Kristoffer thought, who do we know who really loves animals a lot? And they said, Aunty Lisa really loves animals a lot. We'll give her a call. Beep, 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 beep. Ring, 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 ring. And they did it on FaceTime. Aunty Lisa, there's an emergency. There's a whale washing up on the beach by Prison Island. You've got to come straight away. Now, Aunty Lisa was in the middle of a lesson and she said, oh, okay. And all the children were looking at her like, huh? What's going on, Miss Clitheroe? Well, Aunty Lisa thought for a moment and then she went, okay, I'll be right there. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye. And she said, I'm very sorry, dear class, but unfortunately there is an emergency. And what you don't know is that when I'm not at school, I am an emergency responder. And all the children went, oh, what's that? And then Aunty Lisa said, well, that means that if there's an emergency, then I go and help. And they said, okay, well, we'll be really good, Miss Clitheroe. We will sit here and we'll just do all our work without you. Don't worry. And so Aunty Lisa said, well, okay, if you promise, but don't tell the head teacher, okay? I'll get in a lot of trouble. And so she left the class all on her own. And they all sat down and did their work as promised because they're very well behaved, really. And so off she went. Now, Aunty Lisa needed to make it all the way to Prison Island. And luckily, she has a friend with a speedboat. So she got in the speedboat that she borrowed from her friend and she zoomed all the way to Prison Island just as Aleksander and Kristoffer and Tweek were flying all the way to Prison Island as well. So Aleksander and Kristoffer and Tweek, and Sky, who's flying the helicopter, landed on the helipad at Prison Island, and Aunty Lisa drew up in the boat at the dock for Prison Island, and they all went, hey, good to see you. Wow, what a surprise. Oh, I wish it was under better circumstances because this is really scary. And the whale was like this. And making this little sad whale noise that they do. And it kept washing up and bashing into the side of the rocks at Prison Island. And everyone went, oh no. What are we going to do for that poor whale? I wonder what's wrong. Only we had some way of finding out what was wrong with the whale. Now, of course, Tweek has the rest of the octonauts. So she'd called them in, and Peso went out to see the whale, and he did lots of tests like this. And he listened to the whale's heartbeat with his special heartbeat checker. And he went, well, his heart sounds fine. And then he listened again, but to the whale's tummy. And it went... Peso went, I think the whale has such a bad tummy ache that he's gotten really ill and now he can't swim properly because he's in so much pain. And everyone said, gosh, that's really, really sad. We are going to need to get some help for this whale. And so they needed somebody who could go super quickly to get help. And that somebody was just arriving in his super speedy stunt buggy or stunt truck. And it was El Fuego. And he said, "Hey, everybody, I'm here to help you out. What be the problem?" And Aleksander, Kristoffer and Aunty explained that the whale has such a horrible tummy ache and they need some special medicine. And could you please go and get the special medicine from the vets? And El Fuego said, "Yes, I would be very happy to do that." And he sped away. But he left behind